Hi, I'm Danielle Holmes. This is my persuasive speech for Human Communication Spring 2011. My subject is animal cruelty. Every day, everywhere, humans inflict harm and mistreat animals for various and multifaceted reasons, says DoSomething.org. It's a problem because animals suffer and go through pain just as much as humans. The only difference is they cannot always express it or stop it. The animal's fate usually lies in the hand of the owner, and if the owner is the abuser, the animal's fate is doomed. It takes volunteers and many service programs to keep up the fight toward animal cruelty. The fight remains even though funding is not great and volunteers keep strong hearts and push forward their issue to speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. Common reasons why people abuse animals are emotional communication barriers between humans and animals, ignorance, believing abuse is justified, lack of empathy, and little or no consequences for perpetrators. Animal cruelty has in many ways been linked to studies in domestic violence. Facts say that victims to domestic abuse report cruelty to family pets as a psychological breakdown in performance. FactsAboutAnimalCruelty.org says to alleviate the feeling of helplessness, abused children try to gain authority by committing similar acts to animals. AmericanHumane.org says that between 25% and 40% of battered women are unable to escape abused situations because they worry about what will happen to their pets or livestock if they would leave. This abuse is intentional and usually results in death to the animal, as stated by AmericanHumane.org. Some abuse is conducted out of pleasure to cause another being pain, and animals suffer the most in this case because it's easy to harm something that's silent and defenseless, which makes them an easy target. Some animals are abused by the owner to show assertion of power and dominance, says AnimalCrueltyFacts.org. There are two main types of animal cruelty, passive and active. Active is inflicting pain upon an animal, when passive is not taking action toward an animal's well-being, such as starving an animal, stated by FactsAboutAnimalCruelty.org. Some interesting statistics about animal cruelty are provided by FactsAboutAnimalCruelty.net, and some examples are every year 9 billion chickens are raised and killed for meat in the U.S. Every year 1 billion animals are slaughtered by the leather industry. Every year 100 million animals die in experiments and tests. Annually 3 to 4 million cats and dogs, healthy and adoptable cats and dogs, are euthanized, and numbers increase annually despite volunteer efforts. DoSomething.org says by 2022, 22% of all species will be extinct if no action is taken. Animal cruelty takes place everywhere, in many different situations. AnimalCrueltyFacts.org states that in many circuses, wild and exotic animals are trained through the use of intimidation and physical abuse. Former circus employees have reported seeing animals beaten, whipped, poked with sharp objects, and even burned to force them to learn their routine. The circus uses elephants, bears, lions, horses, monkeys, and a whole host of other animals to perform unnatural acts or tricks. The details are kept behind closed doors. However, circus employees have spoken out and about the animals suffer, and even say that they might cry like human beings at times. Animal cruelty, such as dog fighting and cockfighting, are illegal in all 50 states, as stated by DoSomething.org. FactsAboutAnimalCruelty.org has the best explanation of why we shouldn't abuse animals, by saying animals have been placed on this earth alongside with humans. Due to our intellect, we ended up being the dominant species. We have learned to use animals to make our lives easy and more pleasurable. We use them for food, clothing, transport, protection, entertainment, and companionship. In return, humane treatment is the least it can provide. Organizations such as PETA and the ASPCA educate others about forms of animal cruelty and enforce laws upon perpetrators who harm animals. Many organizations like these do not receive government funding, so donations are essential and volunteer work is always appreciated.